Today we're going to explore why when we divide fractions, we flip the second over and multiply. And what we're going to do is use this example, and this is a complex fraction. And a complex fraction is a fraction in which the numerator and or the denominator is a fraction. And as I look at this complex fraction, I know that I can simplify it by taking care of my denominator, trying to get it to a 1, because I know anything over 1 will just be whatever is in the numerator. And as I look at my denominator of 1/2, I know I can turn that into a 1 if I multiply my 1/2 by its reciprocal, which is 2/1. And I know from working with fractions, whatever I do in the denominator, I need to do in the numerator. So I'm also going to multiply my numerator by the fraction 2/1. As I work through the problem, in my denominator, I see my 2's cancel out and leave me with a 1/1. And 1 times 1 would be 1, and 1 times 1 would be 1. I'm going to go work on my numerator now, and I'm just going to multiply my numerators up top here. 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 1 is 4. When I look at my denominator, 1/1 I know will simplify to a 1. And my numerator, 6/4, would simplify to 3/2. Well, I know that anything over 1 will just be what's in the numerator, so this complex fraction would simplify to 3/2, which as a mixed number is 1 1/2. Now if I was given the problem instead written in standard form, it would be 3/4 divided by 1/2. So it would look like this. And as usual, I would keep my first fraction as is. I'd change this to multiplication, and I would multiply by the reciprocal, which would be 2/1. And that would give me 6/4, which reduces to 3/2, which is equal to 1 1/2. Notice I did it two different ways and I got the same answer. If you notice in the complex fraction, the numerator, and in our standard form of solving our division problem, the flipped part in multiplying, they are indeed the same problem. And mathematicians long ago figured out that instead of doing all of this math, it was only really necessary to do this portion to get the same result when we do dividing fractions. So mathematicians actually came up with a shortcut so that you don't have to do all of this work when you divide fractions. All you have to do is flip the second over and multiply. And this is the process we are going to use as we solve our complex fractions.